Commission urges eligible Nigerians to embrace online registration ahead of 2023 general elections. National Primary Healthcare Development Agency assures on prevention strategies to contain wild polio virus. Plus, environmental experts recommend enforcement of legal provision prohibiting national habitat degradation. Details shortly. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news. I am Udwak Eku. Holding the cost within the envelope, observers say, is crucial to the successful completion of any project. In achieving this, skilled and reliable quantity surveyors are expected to be hired. This was the take of leadership of the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors at a meeting with the management team of the Nigerian Television Authority. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday reports.
Quantity surveying is one of the parameters needed to balance the equation in construction. Globally, building owners or clients, most times in the process of saving costs, do not include this in their plan during construction. This, analysts say, is responsible for building failures the world has witnessed to a greater level. It is in a bid to tackle this challenge that members of the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyors are in NTA to further strengthen ties with the media for more enlightenment of the public on their roles.
Quantity surveyors ensure and insist on delivering value for money to clients through optimal utilization of scarce resources.
People using substandard material, they are not professionals. We have quack engineers, they just go there. Instead of using the correct measurement specification for roads, they use whatever they see, and at the end, collapse of building.
President of the Institute, Mohammed Abato, said he is going back fulfilled.
We want to really continue engaging the public that have professionals to handle your projects. Very, very happy as a president, understand and commitment from NTA to enable us use the platform of the largest network, on the African continent to reach out to the members of the populace.
The institute has about 10,000 membership spread across various organizations in the country, including the NTA. Adebola, Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
Eligible Nigerians have been enjoined to take advantage of the online voter registration and the physical voter registration exercise slated for Monday 19 July 2021 and get registered ahead of the 2023 general elections. Cross River State Resident Electoral Commissioner Dr. Emmanuel Hart said this during a custom visit to the management of Nta Calabar. Maureen Liu Ajon reports.
The Independent National Electoral Commission commenced online voter registration on the 28th of June 2021, but the level of awareness of the citizenry on the development is low.
Actually, I'm not aware, but though a friend sent a link which I have not opened yet.
Some of us who are here, I can say yes, they are aware of it, but it needs those who are in rural area that they think the campaign can go there so that they can be aware also.
This explains the imperative of the visit by the resident electoral commissioner Cross River State to the management of Nta Calabar. The Reg, Dr. Hart, said the online voter registration is to decongest the registration area, and those who register online have to visit the INEC offices, both at state and local government areas, to complete the process. He emphasized that permanent voter card is to be collected where one's polling unit is located upon presentation of temporary voter card.
The fiscal is starting on the 19th of this month. You have to be a Nigerian. 1. You have to be 18 plus. 2. Male, female, youth, and PWDs, people with disabilities. You see how I'm emphasizing that? Because they are part of the society, and whatever thing we do, we have to take them along.
General Manager Nta Calabar Sam Olalude promised to ensure the Nigerian public received requisite electoral education through partnership with the electoral umpire.
We will give room as NTA to INEC, because it's not enough for this courtesy visit that will propagate all this enlightenment campaign. We will implore the REC that you make yourself available when our people come either for interviews or for live presence in our studios, so that we can do more of this enlightenment.
INEC assures of adequate logistics put in place to ensure eligible Nigerians partake in the exercise, including people with disabilities. In Calabar, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
Ahead of the APC World Congress in Cross River State, Governor Ben Ayade is calling for unity, consensus, and demonstration of interest in the development of the state rather than focusing only on politics. This was at the party stakeholders meeting where leaders shared their thoughts on the unity of APC and way forward ahead of future elections. Paul Eder.
This is the second time the APC stakeholders will be meeting to brainstorm on the future of the party after the defection of Governor Ben Ayade. World Congresses are considered as the foundation to the unity of a strong party ahead of general elections. And so all these party chieftains here are sharing their views on how the party will excel.
What's required for each and every one of us here in order to be able to move forward is to bury all ambitions. Let all ambitions be buried. Intra-party squabbles has slowed down the pace of the development of our state.
You have seen yourself to be a leader. You full ground. If it is in the interest of the party, pretend say you no be leader again. Step aside. Let somebody else step into the leadership.
We should learn to promote our leaders. We should learn to respect them. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all have our flaws.
We'll be there to make sure that the paths that you have chosen for us, we will do it. And it is not mean fit. By the time you leave, what you have set is going to be remembered for generations. Because by the time the superhighway is set, by the time the factories are all fit, I can only imagine. Many youths will be employed. Our children will be employed.
Continue to work together with His Excellency so that we rise and take every councillorship, chairmanship, House of Assembly, National Assembly, and of course the governorship.
The National Assembly will stand solidly behind you, just like it happens in other states. Your Excellency, you're a good man. You've displayed that in many ways. Let me just reassure Your Excellency that we'll go back and work on all you have said, and we'll deliver based on what you want.
What virtually everybody has said has hinged on our ability to cooperate with the governor to succeed. But to succeed must mean marrying our words with our acts, not to impress him, but to be sincere enough to cooperate with him.
With speech after speech from stakeholders, the governor submits that politicians should concentrate more on the development of the state while respecting one another.
If you know that you have 2-3 gladiators in your ward and you think you will disagree, inform me on time. Please. We have some coincidence that some wards have very powerful names, all put together. Tell me on time. I don't mind calling both of you or 3 of you to join me and sit down, let's resolve. So that you go home, you take this, you take this, you take this, go back there and implement it. So that those enemies who are waiting to hear that will fight, they will be ashamed.
The meeting rose as the leaders showed satisfaction on resolutions in the build-up to the party world congresses. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
The Spiritual Fathers Forum Akwa Ibom State has debunked the rumor that the forum has a preferred candidate for the 2023 governorship election. The forum, headed by Prelate Emeritus of the Methodist Church Nigeria, Sundemba, has also warned electorate not to support any political candidate whose background is linked to cultism or of questionable character. Nsika Okon reports that the forum's position was made public at a press briefing in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital. This is 2021, but investigation shows that the consultation for political offices in the 2023 general elections has started. In Akwa Ibom State, Prelate Sondemban says 13 persons have so far approached to inform him of their ambitions. He told journalists that as a leader of the Spiritual Fathers Forum, he will not want any electorate to vote for any person with cultism background. The prelates maintain that as a non-political forum, the Spiritual Fathers are concerned with prayers to God to expose to the electorate credible candidates who are God-fearing that will govern the state and nation for needed socio-political development of the society.
It will be counterproductive if we are asking God and asking conscientiously and work so conscientiously to ensure that the people of the state elect a credible, honest Christian citizen with good leadership qualities and personal probity.
The Spiritual Fathers Forum Akwa Ibom State is composed of leaders who are 70 years and above and holding positions as church leaders across the states. In Uyo, Nsika Okon, NTA News. You are still watching Nta Calabar News at 7. You can watch this newscast on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/NTA Calabar. The news continues after this timeout. Stay with us.
As news breaks from the north, south, east, and west of Nigeria, we bring it to you. News from the length and breadth of Cross River State is sent to you via this channel.
With movers and shakers in various spheres of influence talking to us, we carve a niche and showcase our experience in broadcasting. Because it's NTA Calabar before others.
You can't get this anywhere else. It's only here on NTA Calabar News, showing at these times 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 7 p.m. every day. NTA Calabar News. Our experience counts.
Welcome back and thanks for being there. And now to the rest of our bulletin. The Imo State House of Assembly has suspended 6 lawmakers for alleged unparliamentary conduct. The Speaker, Paul Emeziam, announced the suspension during plenary, which was truncated by violence. Beatrice Anyam reports.
Among the 6 members of the Imo State House of Assembly suspended for unparliamentary conduct are the Minority Leader of the House, Anyadi Kenwosu, former Majority Leader, Uche Ogbuagu, and former Chairman on Information, Dominic Ezerioha. The Speaker, Paul Emeziam, says the decision to suspend the members was taken at an executive session to forestall all forms of unlawful conduct from members. The Speaker also dissolved all standing committees of the House, announced the removal of the Chief Whip, Arthur Ewim, and appointed Obi Nokwara as the new Chief Whip. These developments threw the House into a rowdy session as the affected members objected to the suspension. Gunshots were thereafter heard within the assembly premises while members scampered for safety. This situation automatically resulted in the abrupt end of the sitting. In Owerri, Beatrice Anyam, NTA News.
All official activities are ongoing smoothly at the Niger Delta Development Commission at Akwa Ibom State, despite the rumors of it being sealed by officials of the Federal Inland Revenue Service. Calvin Samuel is standing by with on-hand reports.
We are right at the entrance of the Akwa Ibom State office of the Niger Delta Development Commission, following a report that the place was sealed up by Federal Inland Revenue Services. But on getting there, we discovered that all official activities are ongoing and there is no form of distraction.
Despite the fact that some of the officials on duty declined comment, citing the fact that there is need to get clearance from their head office before making comment on such issues.
However, we have noted that everything is going on normal and as expected, just as would any office. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Nigeria's natural heritage is capable of contributing numerous benefits to human existence and the nation's socio-economic development, hence the need to invest profitably in biodiversity conservation in Nigeria. To achieve this, environmental experts recommend enforcement of legal provisions prohibiting all forms of natural habitat degradation, among other strategies. Ifoma Aikoje has details of that report.
Wildlife conservation is recognized as an act with long-term benefits, especially in health, preserving the environment and ensuring that future generations enjoy these wonderful gifts of nature. To help protect wildlife, experts say it is important to understand how species interact within their ecosystems and how they are affected by environmental and human influences. Regrettably, habitat degradation through numerous uncontrolled human activities, weak enforcement of the already inadequate game laws, owing largely to public apathy, have been identified as major setbacks.
Natural resources are getting dwindled and they're getting scarce, and then it's creating conflict, it's resulting in natural disasters.
Biodiversity conservation, the entire essence is about wise use of resources.
To forestall the numerous devastating effects of wildlife destructions, some environmental advocates have geared into private preservation.
What we have here are temporary facilities to keep them, rehabilitate them, and potentially, if we have a safe haven, a safe habitat, we go out there, release them.
For a day, we spend approximately 20,000 naira to feed the animals. So it's that costly. So keeping animals in an artificial environment like this is expensive.
These efforts have saved a few species from going extinct, and the United Nations Global Environmental Facility says it's worth encouraging.
The National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, NPHCDA, says Nigeria's wild poliovirus-free status is not under threat, as there has been no case of wild poliovirus isolated anywhere in the country since Nigeria was certified free since 2020, against rumor of an outbreak of a new polio variant in some states. NPHCDA says what is being misconstrued for an outbreak of wild poliovirus is the detection through robust disease surveillance system of 22 cases of acute flaccid paralysis spread across 7 states: Borno, Jigawa, Kano, Kebbi, Yobe, Sokoto, and Zamfara states. According to the report, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency is working with donors and development partners to ensure Nigeria acquires new tools and resources to contain these viruses. The agency assured Nigerians that it will continue to conduct surveillance and vaccination campaigns in order to prevent any possible importation of the wild poliovirus. As the Nigeria Professional Football League enters day 32 this weekend, stakeholders have commended the league management company LMC for improving the standard of the NPFL this season. Let's join John Paul Alumana for more on these and other sports stories.
The first batch of Team Nigerian athletes to Tokyo 2020 Olympics have departed in Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, by Ethiopian airline on Tuesday morning. The athletes departed included Ayomide Bello and her coach Ebenezer Okunna, Esther Toko and her coach Regina Onofe of rowing event, alongside Secretary General Olubumi Olode. Also in the team are the special advisor on sports to the minister, Ambassador Mede Onyali, and the medical crew. The sports minister, Sunday Dare, charged the athletes to shun banned substances and comply with COVID-19 protocols while doing their best to make the country proud. Meanwhile, the sports ministry and the Nigeria Wrestling Federation have concluded plans to stage a warm-up tournament for Nigeria wrestlers ahead of Tokyo 2020 Olympics in Japan. The 2-day tournament will hold from 9th to 10th July 2021 at the ultramodern Dynamite Wrestling Gym in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, under strict COVID-19 restrictions. Meanwhile, ahead of the match day 32 of the Nigeria Professional Football League, the league management company has adjusted the fixtures of some matches. Dakada FC vs Heartland will now hold on Saturday, 10th July, while Aqua United vs Enyimba will hold on Sunday, 11th July 2021. Consequently, the Akwa Ibom State Ministry of Youth and Sports informed the public that the matches will be played behind closed doors and advised the fans to monitor the matches online. The two matches will take place at the Gospel Akpemi International Stadium, Uyo, by 4 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. In a related development, some stakeholders and fans have rated the standard of the MPFL this season high and urged the LMC to keep working hard to improve the league. John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
For more on sports, let's join Bade Adeleye on our sport desk for more stories.
Many thanks for joining us on Sports Update. I am Bade Adeleye. Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, has declared his support for the bill to return the National Sports Commission, but wants the NSC to be set up in line with what obtains in other climes. Dare was speaking at the Senate Committee on Sports public hearing on the bills to establish the Commission and Federal University of Sports.
I am confident that we can bring it in line with the present thinking, that of turning sports into industry. We can bring it in line with other sports commissions that we have in Australia, in Denmark, in South Africa. These are benchmarks we've done.
Moving on, the Nigeria Football Federation says it will continue to equip match officials with the needed exposure that will bring improved officiating of matches. NFF General Secretary Mohamed Sanusi revealed this at the ongoing referees course in Abuja, being organized by the Federation and the Nigeria Referees Association.
The president of Nigeria Football Federation kick-started it by taking referees to London for capacity building, and I believe if there is that opportunity, it is not just going to be training in Nigeria, it is also going to be foreign training.
And finally, the 2021 National Hockey Super League ends this Saturday at the Package B of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Defending men's champions Kada Stars remain undefeated as they maintain their supremacy over other challengers, while in the women's category, Kada Queens tasted their first defeat on Friday morning, losing 1-0 to Delta Queens.
We have broken a very long-age gene of not being able to beat this particular team.
And that does it on Sports Update. I'm Bade Adeleye.
To end the news, a recap of our major stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission has called on eligible Nigerians to embrace online registration ahead of 2023 general elections. National Primary Healthcare Development Agency has assured Nigerians that the country's wild polio-free status is not under threat since it was certified in 2020. You also heard in the news that environmental experts have endorsed enforcement of legal provision prohibiting natural habitat degradation. That is a package for this evening. Thanks for watching. Good night.